In the heart of Africa lies a paradox that defies belief, a land so rich, yet a people so poor. Welcome to the Democratic Republic of Congo, a nation blessed with an abundance of valuable minerals, yet cursed with a legacy of exploitation and suffering. Buried beneath Congo's soil is a treasure trove of precious resources. This wealth, however, is not reflected in the lives of its people. The Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, is a country blessed with an abundance of natural resources, including minerals, precious metals, and other valuable commodities. It is often referred to as the geological miracle or a treasure trove due to its immense mineral wealth. However, beneath the surface lies a darker story, a tale of resource exploitation and unspeakable atrocities committed in the race to secure these riches. The DRC is home to rich reserves of valuable minerals like cobalt, coltan, diamond, gold, and copper, among others. These resources have attracted both national and international actors seeking their share of Congo's prosperous bounty. From transnational corporations to small-scale artisanal miners, these actors are increasingly engaged in fierce competition to extract and sell these minerals on the international market. Many electronic devices we use daily rely on materials extracted from the DRC. Cobalt is essential for smartphone batteries and electric vehicles. Coltan is used in capacitors that are integral components in laptops and smartphones, and gold is used in various high-end applications. The DRC is one of the world's top diamond producers, with mining conducted through both industrial and small-scale artisanal methods. Despite this vast mineral wealth providing opportunities for economic development, it has also become a significant reason for conflict and human rights abuses in the DRC. These resources are extracted through large-scale industrial operations and smaller artisanal mining practices. The extraction of these resources, particularly through artisanal means, has been linked to various issues, including labor exploitation, environmental degradation, and funding of armed conflict. The unchecked exploitation of Congo's natural resources has been accompanied by various atrocities against the Congolese people. The scramble for resources has given rise to forced labor as armed groups coerce local populations into working in mines with no pay or benefits. Children as young as 7 can be found working long hours in hazardous conditions at artisanal mines. They perform tasks like digging for minerals, transporting heavy loads, or washing and sorting the ore. This labor is not only physically demanding and dangerous, but also deprives these children of educational opportunities and exposes them to serious health risks. International organizations and human rights groups have raised concerns about child labor in the DRC's mining sector, urging companies and governments to ensure responsible sourcing practices and to improve the working conditions in these mines. The use of child soldiers in the DRC is a tragic and persistent issue. Various armed groups and militias, including some government forces, have been known to recruit and use children for combat and non-combat roles. These children, some as young as 8 years old, are often forcibly abducted from their homes or schools and subjected to extreme violence, sexual abuse, and harsh living conditions. They are used as fighters, porters, spies, and in the case of girls, are often subjected to sexual slavery. International and local organizations are working to rescue and rehabilitate these child soldiers, but the ongoing conflict and instability in the DRC continue to make this a challenging problem. From mass sexual abuse to targeted killings, human rights abuses are rampant in the resource-rich areas. Armed groups exploit local populations, aggravating instability and fueling widespread suffering. The mining process causes widespread environmental damage, including land degradation, water pollution, and deforestation. Removing topsoil and vegetation for mining results in soil erosion and land degradation. Mining processes often lead to the contamination of water bodies with heavy metals, chemicals, and silt, affecting both aquatic life and local communities that rely on these water sources. These environmental issues not only harm local ecosystems, but also affect the livelihoods and health of local communities. Implementing sustainable and responsible mining practices is crucial to mitigating these ecological impacts. Moreover, the wealth from these resources doesn't benefit the Congolese people. Instead, it fuels a cycle of corruption, conflict, and violence. Armed groups fight for control over mineral-rich areas, causing widespread displacement and suffering. The intricate involvement of international actors adds another level to this heart-wrenching story. The global demand for Congo's valuable resources indirectly fuels the continuation of unspeakable horrors. Wealthy corporations from developed nations participate in this process by purchasing essential minerals mined in the DRC, resulting in a complex web of complicity that reaches far beyond Africa's borders. The DRC is a country torn apart by the very wealth that should be its salvation. Realizing a future where Congo's mineral wealth benefits its people instead of financing conflict and suffering requires several measures. Establish strong governance structures, particularly in the mining sector, to combat corruption. Implement robust traceability and certification mechanisms for minerals extracted from conflict-free zones. Advocate for corporate accountability and transparency in global supply chains, ensuring no links to coercive practices. International cooperation and partnership to address root causes of armed conflicts, supporting human rights initiatives in Congo. The costs of exploiting Congo's resources continue to come at a tragically high price for its people. In an increasingly interconnected global community, consumers need to be aware of their complicity in these injustices, even though thousands of miles away may separate them. More than just awareness, real action is critical for turning around the plight of Congolese people living where the world's prosperity lies buried beneath their feet. The story of the DRC is a stark reminder of the true cost of our modern conveniences. As we enjoy the benefits of our high-tech world, let us not forget the price paid by those in the shadows. By raising awareness and demanding change, we can help bring these stories to light and advocate for a better future for the Congolese people. Remember, change starts with awareness. Share this story, advocate for fair trade and ethical sourcing. Together, we can make a difference. Thank you for joining us on this journey beneath the surface, into the heart of the Congo. Help spread the word about Congo's plight by liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Together, we can bring these stories to light and advocate for a better future for the Congolese people.